What's going on, guys? Ethan here with Betting Bros. Hope you're having a good day. Wanted to jump on here and talk about betting the NFL on Bovada. We're knee deep in the NFL season right now. I know I've been enjoying watching Rodgers just tear apart teams left and right all season. But I've been betting a bunch on the NFL this year, and it's all been on Bovada. And so I figure it's time for me to make this video, talk about why I like Bovada over other sports books, as well as kind of what you can expect betting the NFL on Bovada. Before we get into it, I want to let you know too that there's a few videos down in the description of me depositing, playing, withdrawing money, a whole bunch of helpful stuff if you're just getting started on Bovada, along with the best bonuses and a link to the website. So go check that stuff out if you're curious. But regarding the NFL betting on Bovada, what do I think about it? Why do I like Bovada? Let's talk about all that here for a second. First of all, I know that there's a lot of options out there for sports books. I've used quite a few of them. Some I like more than others, but to be honest, most of them are pretty similar, right? Bovada does stand out though for me for two main reasons, and here's why. Number one is that Bovada is more than a sports book. So I know this video is about me betting the NFL, but hear me out here for just a second. If I did want to bet on anything else, if I want to go play a hand of blackjack, or I want to bet on a horse, or whatever you might want to do other than betting on sports, to have to open up multiple accounts, make multiple deposits, withdraw money from different places, it can be a headache. And so I've realized over the years that I like to just keep my betting all on one site. And that's why I choose Bovada. I think in general, like big picture, they are far and away the best online casino. And their sportsbook is really good too. So that's the first reason that I really like Bovada. The second reason that I really like Bovada is that getting the money onto and off of Bovada is super straightforward and easy, and their customer service has always been super good to me, right? Now, and I guess there's actually three reasons. A third reason that I really like Bovada is that when it comes to the sports book, I think that their lines, they're like spot on. So if you're kind of newer to sports betting, what I mean by that is that at the beginning of the week, games on Sunday, the bookies or Bovada or whoever you're placing the bet with is going to come out with an opening line, and they're going to say, I think that the Packers are going to win by 3 points. And then over the course of the week, that can change. It might be 5 points on Friday that they have to win by, or it might drop down to 1.5 points. And so some sports books will really pick outliers, like they'll start with 5 points or 1.5 points. And then, you end up kind of like wavering, and you're not sure if you got the best deal or if you should wait. And it could just get annoying. And if you bet a lot on sports, you'll know what I mean by that. Bovada, I found, is always a pretty spot on, right in the middle. There's not a huge amount of like swaying back and forth on their lines. And so for that reason too, I really like Bovada, because I kind of know what I'm getting, right? They're predictable, they're easy to work with. So yeah, those are the main reasons that I like Bovada. And what can you expect when you're betting on the NFL on Bovada? That's the second part. Well, here's like the main bets that you can make. The first one that I mentioned was the spread, right? So you can bet on the winner or the loser of the game, and how much you think they're going to win by. So if you want to bet $100 and win $100, if you're right, then you're going to have to pick the favorite or the underdog based on the spread. So if the Packers are 3-point favorites, if I want to bet $100 to win $100 on the Packers, I'm going to have to bet them at -3, right? They're going to have to win by more than 3 points. That's what the spread is. Put kind of simply. You can also bet on just the straight up winner and loser. That's called the money line. And so they're going to give you a different payout depending on how heavily the team is the favorite or the underdog. So if the Packers are supposed to just blow out the other team, if you bet $100 and say the Packers are going to win, maybe you get like 140 back or something like that. And so that's kind of how it works, right? You can either bet the spread or you can bet the money line. You can also bet the over-under, right? So they'll say, okay, what are the total amount of points going to be for the game? Is it over or under 42? And so at the end of the game, when you add up both teams' scores, is it going to be under or over this number? That's another really popular way to bet on sports, and it's especially popular in the NFL. And so those are the three kind of ways that you can bet on the outcome of the game. Now they also have a whole bunch of prop bets on Bovada, and these are bets that don't directly correlate or go with like who wins the game necessarily. So you can bet on anything from, are the Packers going to win or lose more than 10 games this year? You know, like I'll bet they're going to win 10 games or more, or I'll bet they're going to win less than 10 games, right? And they'll give you odds for that. So that's kind of how that works. You can also bet on a specific game. You know, is Aaron Rodgers going to throw for 300 yards or more this game? Or you can bet on who's going to score the first touchdown, or you can bet on who's going to win the coin flip, or there are a whole bunch of different things you can bet on. Those are called prop bets. And those are the main ways that you can bet on the NFL. So you got the over-under, you got the money line, you got the spread, and you got a whole bunch of different prop bets. And if that sounds like a lot of options, it's because it is. There's like a million ways that you can gamble on any single game in the NFL. And then if you really want to spice things up, they also offer parlays, you know, where you can say, I think this team's going to win, and this team's going to win, and this team's going to win. And if you hit all three of those, you get a much bigger payout than you would have if you bet on each of them separately. But all three of them have to win. That's what a parlay is. So in general, guys, that kind of should give you an overview of what you're going to be betting on the NFL if you go to Bovada. And then for those of you that already know that, you also know now why I think Bovada is the best sports book. It's where I hang out. It's where I place my bets. Again, I mentioned I've tried pretty much all the major sports books online, and Bovada really just has been the best for me. It's never any headaches, never any funny business. My deposits process really quickly. They always give me my money when I want it. Yeah, I've always had a good experience with them. And if you were to look online, actually, you'll see that they pretty much are like the gold standard for online casinos. And so, yeah, I hope this video was helpful. That's kind of like the intro 101 class on betting on the NFL on Bovada. So hopefully you learned something. Again, if you're just starting on Bovada, quick reminder that those videos are down in the comments too. Me depositing, me playing, me withdrawing money, all that kind of stuff that you probably are going to want to see before you do it, as well as the best bonuses and just a straight link to Bovada if you want to go check it out. But anyways, that's going to wrap up this video, guys. I hope it was helpful. If it was, smash the like button. Let me know that I'm doing a good job. I always like seeing those. And if you have any questions, comments, anything to add, you want further information on something, please drop it in the comments. I always like seeing those. Definitely will get back to you as quick as I can. But yeah, that's going to do it. Again, hope this video was helpful. It's been Ethan with Betting Bros, and we will talk to you later. Good luck, guys.